Well, folks, there is no excuse for what happened on that New Mexico movie set when famed anti-gunner actor Alec Baldwin shot and killed a cinematographer and seriously wounded the director. The story's crazy. Apparently, the prop gun he fired had a live round in it going through the camerawoman and into the director. Now, let me make this perfectly clear. Some are saying it was a blank. Some are saying it was a live round. We're still waiting for police to come out with the real information. But I'll tell you this, I've spent years training with law enforcement. I've had the opportunity to work with Navy SEALs and Green Berets. And if a few very basic protocols are followed, like they should be, there is no way a round of any kind should ever make it onto a movie set, especially a live round, much less into a firearm that would ever be fired at people, okay? You can't have live rounds on movie sets. From experience, working with simunitions, fake bullets for training, we isolate the area, making it a gun-free zone. Participants are patted down to ensure a real gun can never make it into the secure area. When prop guns are handed to someone, the chamber and the barrel are both checked and double-checked by a partner to ensure that the chamber and the barrel are clear. And you should never, ever point a gun at a person unless you intend on destroying that person, prop gun or not. Apparently, none of these protocols were followed because it takes a failure of all of those protocols to end up with someone shot. Now, here's part of that 911 call.
Two that I know of. I was sitting, we were rehearsing, and it went off, and I ran out. We all ran out. They were doubled over, the AD and the camera woman and the director.
Now, it sounds like one shot was fired by Alec Baldwin at the camera person. If that's the case, to go through one person and into another, I can't see a blank doing that. It had to be a live round of ammunition. Again, should never make it onto a movie set. Here's my assumption in all of this. The liberal film creator was more concerned about China virus safety than gun safety. And their ignorance about guns got someone killed here. Well, joining me now is famed actress, conservative activist, and what most people probably don't know is she's a seasoned weapons and firearms expert. Samaire Armstrong is here. So great to have you on the program.
So much for having me, Grant.
All right, so you've been on plenty of movie sets with guns. So how does something like this happen?
Well, not to be redundant, but as you said, it was a series of unfortunate, arrogant, ignorant mistakes that had to have occurred for that to have happened. First of all, you could ask a few simple questions. Was your finger on the trigger? Did you aim your weapon at someone with the intention of or acknowledgement of potentially destroying it? And did you know what was beyond what you would potentially hit? I imagine that he would have no answer for all those things because it's not likely that he has gun safety training to any extent other than the disregard that he has for guns and the seemingly overzealous nature towards gun control. I mean, we've seen videos of Will Smith on set and going through gun safety, and there aren't all liberal actors aren't arrogant idiots, but I think it's pretty clear that this one is. And, I'm a proponent for, and most conservatives are, for taking self-responsibility. He's the one that pulled the trigger. He should have known what could have potentially occurred.
Look, I could tell you when I've been in simunition scenarios, as I said, simulated rounds, very similar to what you'd see on a movie set, when that training master hands me a firearm, not only are they checking the barrel, but I'm checking the barrel as well, looking down, making sure it's clear. I think that, and it's clear that Alec Baldwin, when I worked at NRA TV, this guy was a guy that was an absolute, he would come out firing at gun owners. He hated gun owners. I think his ignorance, as you said, about guns could have really harmed somebody here because I don't know if he quite understood the power of firearms here. And then you got this set, you had union workers walking off set. There was an accidental discharge apparently the day before too. So maybe a history here of not good conditions on this movie set.
And in no world should there be any live rounds on any set, period. There's no excuse for this.